you need to be willing to risk it all in order to achieve greatness. We're told to get an education, get a job, get a mortgage, work until you're 65, and then live your life. After the last 12 months we've just had, me and Em, exploring the world, 33 countries, I can 100% confirm there is more to life than that. And I think I put a reel up, just dropping a little bit of knowledge and wisdom. I wanted to go into it in a little bit more detail, talk about, well, one review last year, some of the numbers, some of the analytics, and a bit more information around what is next, what is the plan, business, fitness, and the travel in 2025 and beyond, because I think what it has taught me is that you need to get after it. We're on planet Earth for a finite amount of time, and there's so many things that you want to do, and there's dreams you have, and you never get round to doing them unless you have a goal, you have a plan, and you can work towards it. So I've got my laptop, a few little analytics to start with. So obviously I did 100 YouTube videos in 100 days, so 100 long form content and 100 YouTube shorts, a silly amount of stuff in there. So all the day vlogs are going to be insane to go back, watch, and yeah, see what we got up to in years to come. But if you're interested in starting YouTube, it's definitely not going to be paying the bills, but some analytics to read out to you. So over the 100 days, got 210,000 views, 857 more subscribers, taking me over the 3,000 mark, which is a pretty nice little goal, and then over £500 just over in ad revenue. So it's a nice little thing to keep going. It was a little project, like I say. I think that chatting to like the Creator Club boys, Louis and etc., everyone thinks, oh, there is massive money in like YouTube. There is definitely money to be made, and obviously if you're trying to do it as a purely like as a career standpoint, you're going to need to be getting insane views to be purely on living off the ad revenue. But some other little stats. This is another one I'm super proud of. So we were away for 365 days for a year, did 219 videos, so over a video every other day, which is pretty bloody good consistency if you ask me. Over 423,000 views, but it just shows you like the last 100 days where I did a video every single day. Obviously I got over half of those views, and the engagement specifically in Argentina was absolutely ridiculous. I think when it's just a bit more natural, talk to the camera, what we're up to each day, rather than, I think I got less views generally on those videos, but more engagement and people obviously speaking about the content, which I think is my goal. I always want more comments and the subscriber front, rather than having one video here and there that absolutely blows up. Like when I do like a very regimented like travel guide and stuff, do you know what I mean? They tend to do better with views, but you know what I mean? We're looking to build that long-term audience. But yeah, 1 year, 33 countries, dare to dream. And I think, like I was saying before, is that travel's always something that I've enjoyed doing. Tried to do like 5 new countries every single year. We're ticking off all the European ones, but to do the ones further afield, to explore these unbelievable places, you have to be willing to risk it. I've said in a few different videos, like me and Em both quit our jobs in the UK. There is a risk to doing that. Like me specifically, I had a really good job, super flexible. The company was absolutely unbelievable and obviously was paid well. But in life, we can get kind of in that mode of like, your career is your life. And I think that I'm always preaching balance, whether it's like fitness, boozing, travel, going away, seeing friends, seeing family. And I think that obviously work is important. We need money to do all these flair things. The biggest lie in life is when people say money doesn't buy you happiness, because ultimately that year that we've just had, me and Em, which is insane memories and was ridiculous. It costs obviously a fair amount of money, but I think it's a bell curve. Do you know what I mean? Is Elon Musk the happiest person in the world? I'd probably say not. Why? Because, well, he earns the most money, but look at the amount of time he works. He was talking about when he worked, like sleeping, he was doing like 2 hours a night, sleeping, working 22 hours a day, sleeping in like the factory at Tesla, and so forth. So I think there's a bell curve. You want to earn a certain amount of money to fund your lifestyle, to go to nice places, to have nice food, or whatever it is you want to do in life. But I think, do you know what I mean, there's an idea where we think more is better, especially in the UK when we're getting absolutely nailed on the old tax front. As I say, we did all the wonders of the world now ticked off, and that was kind of like my goals. Like I wanted to do, obviously, do all those countries, get the wonders of the world ticked off. The next one is, we'll talk a little bit about travel and stuff. So yeah, this year, we're looking to level up again. And I think that one of the things I've looked at is that financial piece is one side of the argument, one-sided thing. But I think the one that is probably equally as important, well, actually more important, is the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. So I started my own business in the wonderful world of talent and recruitment, polymer search. So yeah, we're going to be, first week has been done attacking the old LinkedIn space. That's where all my experience comes from. Before we went traveling, so I thought, you know what, it's the perfect time now to get after something, because I think there is a real beauty in building something for yourself. If it fails, if I make no money, if I win no customers, do you know what I mean? That is fine. But I think if I take the same energy and passion and drive that I have been doing to make, do you know what I mean, 100 YouTube videos in 100 days, 219 videos over the course of a year, then there's no way it will fail. And if it does, I would rather have failed knowing that, do you know what I mean, I took that chance rather than looking back and thinking, oh, it would have been great if I started my own company, but I never did. So that's the goal this year. We've had the first week now. Reaching out to old contacts and looking to win that first customer. And I think that with that freedom piece, what I wanted to say is that when you're working for yourself, you can structure your day how you want it. Obviously, I'm just going to be in the UK for a little while, a few little trips planned in the diary, which we'll get onto in a second. But I've been getting up 6 a.m. I work 6 till 9:30, go to the gym in a morning, because we're also doing 75 hard at the same time with my mum. Things you love to see. Means, who obviously did a fair amount of travelling over the course of the year with us. And if you can hear me sniffling all the time, I'm actually allergic to the north of England. Things you absolutely hate to see. Every time I come up, I get the sniffles for a few days, but it'll be interesting to see if I can get rid of it, because normally it's come up for a long weekend. Obviously going to be here for a little bit of time outside down London, Surrey way. So if anyone is in the market to run, lift some small weights around, bang me a message. But yeah, work till like 9:30, 10, and then go to the gym. So the gym's super quiet, but you already feel like you've achieved something. You've got that kind of big work block done. Come back, shower, food, eat, fuel up for the afternoon session, where I smash out some more work, and then I've either doing like running, yoga, or like a mobility or hip flexor session in the evening time. And then obviously once we've done, there's no rest for the wicked, back to it. I want to be doing like a minimum of like 10 hours of work a day. I think that there's a balance between, you should be able to get your work done in 8 hours, 9 hours, but I think, do you know what I mean, when you start a business, I want to give it absolute 100% of all the energy, all the attention, because the goal will ultimately be to be able to travel, be able to move to new places, not do stupid travel like we did this year, but go and live in Spain for a month, go to Italy for a month, go to whatever country, and have that freedom, because I think, that time piece and location piece is equally as important as obviously the financial side of things. If you're earning £1,000 per year, but you can work anywhere, that's obviously not going to work, because you're going to spend more than that on flights, accommodation, eating out. So I think I want to be at a point where we can sustain a good traveling lifestyle, but work from anywhere. My old job, I used to be remote apart from Thursday. I go into the office one day a week, but it was remote in the UK. So obviously it's great for coming seeing friends, family in Bolton, but ultimately you can't say, oh, I'm going to go work in Spain for a couple of weeks and stuff like that. So that is the aim with the business. I can talk a little bit more about it if you want to know. Let me know in the comments and we'll go into that. On the old fitness front, because we touched on it, obviously I said I wanted to do a half marathon, an ultra marathon, do 75 hard, and be able to do a muscle up. So started 75 hard. We're going to be doing workouts every single day. So I've got like 6 days in the gym, running Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So Monday a little bit of a tempo run. Wednesday's always going to be like a speed session. We're going to do some 800 meter repeats this week, and then the Saturday slot is the long run. So we're going to start at 12k. That's what I did on this Saturday. Move up to 14. So that's where I'm going to build. The total volume. That's where we're going to be increasing it on the longer runs. We have the Ibiza half marathon booked with the Creator Club boys in April. So that's like the intermediate goal. And then obviously we're going to build up the fitness, the stamina, the VO2 max, and hopefully reduce injury in the ITB Band, which is key, and then hopefully do an ultra marathon later in the year. I'm not sure which one yet, but if you have any good ones, I feel as if I always want to do something abroad, because I'm going to combine travel, and it's also just nice running in yeah, flair places. Just exploring, trying out some new beerwaries and seeing where we can get to. So that's the goal from a fitness standpoint. And then on the travel front, obviously we did a crazy amount last year and the years gone by. So my goal is to do every single country that I've not been to in Europe, apart from Russia. So I need to do Bosnia-Herzegovina, Belarus, Moldova, and the Ukraine, chatting to Harry Jaggard and Kieran Bryan. So if you actually want to see some better travel content, go check those boys out. But yeah, they did a similar trip last year, so they're all apparently attainable. Get those boxed off. Doing the half marathon in Ibiza, and then potentially like South Africa later in the year as well. So I think that the point is, and I've noticed this last year, where like if you set yourself a goal and a target, you work towards it. It's like people who do like affirmations and stuff. I don't really do that, but like if you say something every single day, subconsciously you're working towards that goal. The fact that I've said I'm going to do 75 hard, I'm going to visit these countries, I'm going to run a half marathon, you work then towards that bigger goal. If you don't have something to work towards, even if you're the most motivated person ever, it's so easy to think, oh, it's cold today, or the weather's not nice, or it's raining, or whatever it is. But when you have that target, do you know what I mean? It's harder to not do all the things that are going to stand you in good stead to do that. So, and the last kind of point is that accountability piece. That I'm super competitive. So when I set myself the goal of posting 100 videos in 100 days, that when you tell people, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run the Ibiza half marathon, I'm going to do 75 hard, I'm going to learn to do a muscle up. I think it's like that fear of failure, that, right, okay, I've said I'm going to do it, now I'm going to do it, and it's, you have that accountability. So I think posting YouTube videos, posting content online, holds you accountable to yourself and obviously to everyone else watching. But yeah, the goal is, we leveled up last year on the travel front. This year, we're going to level up again on the business front, the fitness front. We're going to get absolutely juicy calves along the way. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do more content on the old Insta side, and a few little check-ins, a few little walking, talking videos like this on the old YouTube. But there's going to be plenty of travel content in between. If there's any videos that people want me to do on like cost videos, or breaking down like the countries we went to, or doing like more travel type stuff on things we've done before, bang a message in the comments, and I will go back and I'll plan out specific videos and can kind of talk through those as well. Whilst you're in the old comments, hit the subscribe button. I don't even know what the next goal is. Is it 3.5? Is it 4? Or is it 5,000? But you can help me get there.